So today we're going to do a yoga class just to stretch and relax. This is a really good one to do any time of day if you just need a little relaxation, or especially if it's like the end of the day and you're a little sore and tired, or even in the morning if you just want to get moving. So we're going to start on our hands and knees, and we're going to just start with our wrists right under our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're going to arch the back, tuck the chin towards the neck, big inhale. And then exhale, release the spine, head and tailbone towards the ceiling. Taking that cat-cow 3 more times. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, release the spine. And again, arch the back, inhale. Exhale, release the spine. Really nice. One more time. Big breath in, arch that back, drop that head. And then release the spine. Let's keep lifting that chest up for a moment, and then just reach the hands towards the front of the mat. And as we keep lifting the gaze upward, start to push the chest downward and come into puppy pose. So we're just really stretching, opening, and arching through that upper back. Breathe in. Exhale. We're going to take one more deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to let our belly slide all the way down to the mat. Keeping the elbows down on the floor for a moment, just roll that chest up without lifting the elbows just yet, and then drop that forehead towards the floor, inhale. Exhale, lift through that chest, and slowly bring the chest back down. One more time, we're gonna roll that chest up, and now just let your arms start to extend. So if this is too much for you, keep the elbows a little bent. Just listen to your body, especially if it's morning, you might not be ready to fully extend the arms. Let's slowly roll back down. We're going to do this one more time where the elbows are down, and then as we come up, we just let those elbows unfold. So rather than sliding our hands right under our shoulders, we're keeping those hands a bit in front of our shoulders and just allowing that spine to curl up. One more time down. Now we're going to change it. Slide the hands under the shoulders, elbows lift, squeeze the elbows in, roll the shoulders back, and come into either a little bent elbow position, cobra, or extend for an upward dog. Let your head drop back, and then twist your shoulders. Look over your left shoulder, twist through the shoulders, look over the right shoulder, and then roll through the spine. Sit back into child's pose, hips to the heels. Let's start to walk our hands over to the left, and with your left hand, give your right wrist a pull, and stretch through that entire right side of your body. Breathe in. Exhale. One more nice deep breath in. And then as we exhale, let's walk our hands over to the right, and with the right hand, give that left wrist a bit of a pull. And just take a nice deep stretch here. And lengthen into that left side of your body. Keep breathing. And then we're just going to walk those hands back forward. We're going to slide our belly down to the floor, roll the shoulders back, come up into a little cobra or upward dog. Tuck our toes under, and then just start to push back into our downward dog. And we're just going to start to walk those feet, bending one knee and then straightening the other leg. And again, depending on how you're feeling, don't worry if you want to maybe just keep your knees a little bit bent as you push back. You don't have to fully straighten those legs if you're not ready. But when you feel ready, let your heels push back, and again, either keeping the legs lengthened or possibly keeping the knees soft and bent if you wish. Breathe in. And then exhale, sliding out to plank. We're just going to let our belly press forward, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale, pull back up through plank, back through that downward dog. We're going to do that just one more time. Sliding out through that plank, pressing the belly forward, lifting the chest, inhale. Exhale, pull back up through the plank, back through the downward dog. And then finally here, we're going to come out to plank. Take a chaturanga, cobra or upward dog, and then back to downward dog. Now, as we're here in downward dog, let's cross our left ankle over the right and just extend that leg up and lower down 1. And extend the leg up, lower down 2. Starting to wake up that right hamstring 3. And one more time on 4, hold the leg up, and then we're just gonna bend that left knee and draw that knee right up for a pigeon pose. So we're gonna keep our right leg extended behind us, lift the chest, and then just exhale over that left leg. This is a really relaxing class. We have some movement that's maybe a little bit more to warm up your body like we just did with those planks, but now we're just gonna hold this for quite some time. All of these poses we're gonna hold for at least 30 seconds to really have the chance to release. Some of them will be closer to a minute. So make sure this heel could either be to your hip or a little further forward, whatever feels good for you. Try to relax into it. We're gonna take at least 3 deep breaths here. So breathing in. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale. One more nice deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're gonna walk our hands back up. Step back through our plank. We're gonna go through that flow again. Go through that chaturanga, cobra or upward dog. Push back through that downward dog and just tread those feet out again. We're gonna take our right leg, cross it behind the left, and then kick that right leg up. So again, waking up the hamstring on the left this time. And crossing down and bringing that right leg back up. And inhale down. Exhale back up. One more time down. Exhale up. Bend that knee. And then let's bring that right knee up to those hands for pigeon. Back knee faces the floor. Lift the chest. Arch back. Inhale. And then let's exhale. Just let your chest slowly come down over that leg. We want to start to feel the right hip opening, the right glute stretching. Take some nice deep breaths here. Breathing in. Exhaling. Just take your time. Check that your back knee is facing the floor. Notice where you're feeling tight, and if you find those tighter places, just try to let that tension go as you breathe and exhale. One more breath in. Then we're going to come up, and we're going to take our back leg and bring it around. So this should be your left leg. You're going to cross it over your right leg. Now you can extend that right leg out if you wish, if that's more comfortable to you. Or you can keep that knee bent, that bottom knee bent, and we're going to take our right arm, twist it against that left leg, and spiral stretch the back. Now you might want to just stay here, keeping it a bit more mild. If you want to wrap that twist, you can do that as well. We're just going to find that twist. Take a moment, breathe here. Stretching into that back. And slowly unwind. We're going to go ahead and slide our bottom ankle forward and try a double pigeon. So the top foot is going to come to your knee or in front of your knee. So my left ankle is either going to be here on top of my right knee or in front of my right knee. And I'm going to go into a double pigeon leaning towards the left foot. So I'm leaning away from the top hip, which is my left hip there. And just breathing, feeling that hip stretch and release. Try to keep both sit bones on the floor here. Very good. Now as we slowly come up, let's take our bottom leg, which for me here, this is my right leg. So you're going to take your bottom leg, extend it to the side, okay? So we're going to sit with one leg extended side, rotate our torso towards our straight leg, reach up, and then exhale out over that straight leg. So as we're doing this, it's okay if you're up a little higher. You just want to think about drawing that chest and that belly towards that thigh. And don't worry again how far you go. Where you feel the stretch is what you want to focus on. So if you're feeling it in your back or your hamstring, breathe into those areas. And then as we come up, we're going to go ahead and stretch to the side. So I'm going to now take my left arm, reach it up and over towards that right leg. And just breathe. Really feel that beautiful side stretch. Breathing in. Exhaling. Very, very good. Really nice. Now as we come up, that leg that's straight is going to go ahead and cross over the bottom leg. So I'm taking my right leg now over the left, taking my left arm up and twisting against the right knee. So as we sit tall, spiral stretch. Again, maybe just hold the twist here or maybe even wrap the pose. So we've just switched sides. So don't worry if for any reason, I know sometimes with these cameras, things can get confusing left and right. So if I'm on a different side from you, just make sure you've switched sides now at this point. So I did my left knee up in front last time. So this time it's my right knee, but if you did the other way, just reverse that. So we're drawing that knee and twisting. Spiral stretch into the back, breathe. And then as we unwind out of this, we're gonna go into that pigeon on the next side. So we're gonna bring that bottom ankle forward. And this time my right heel is going on top of the left knee or possibly in front of that left knee. And I'm gonna turn the chest towards that right foot, leaning away from the right hip and stretching into that double pigeon. So we're just breathing here. Again, trying to start to relax into these hips, into these poses, breathing. Remember that if your knee is up pretty high, you can always just put that foot in front. It might help it lay a little flatter there. So we're just gonna breathe into those hips. And then as we feel ready, now we're gonna take the bottom leg to the other side. So now my left leg is gonna extend out to the side. I'm gonna take my right arm up. I'm gonna turn, face that leg and let the chest come over that leg. So we're letting our chest come towards the thigh, drawing that chest towards the thigh, really feeling those stretches in the lower back and that hamstring, the back of the knee. Just let your chest fall towards that thigh, breathe. And then when you're ready, we're gonna take that side stretch. So now, my right arm is coming up and over towards that left leg. Really big side stretch, breathe. Lengthen, open up any of those tighter places. One more breath in. And then as we exhale, coming up, now we're gonna get ready for a straddle position. So we're gonna extend both legs out. Now, again, we're trying to kind of just relax here. So I want you guys to find a straddle that's not tense or straining for you, but where it's relaxing for you. So if that's a bit more narrow, that's okay. Okay, so you want to find just whatever's a comfortable straddle for you. Take your arms out, and then we're going to reach up and over to one side. Again, just choose whatever side you'd like to start with. Lengthening that side waist one more time. Come up and let's try the other side. So we're just doing these side stretches one more time, just a little quicker. Noticing if one side's a little tighter than the other and trying to really breathe and open up those places that might be a little tighter. And then we're gonna come forward, walking our hands forward and letting ourselves come down wherever's comfortable. One thing you can do, so I'm resting here, but some people might have a little harder time coming down. We want this to be relaxing. So if you have pillows at home, things like that, feel free to pause the video. You may want to grab a pillow or two, lay it in front of you so you can lay down on it as you're resting here. So we want this to be as relaxing as possible. So always feel free to add some props or things if you need to for you. So again, feel free if you'd like to hold. We're going to hold this for at least 3 breaths. So if you want to pause and grab some pillows or things, we're just going to be resting here for a few moments. So breathing in. Exhaling, and as you're noticing any tighter places in your body, try to really, again, just consciously let those tighter places go as you exhale. One more deep breath in, and we're going to exhale, slowly come up, and then just shake our legs back in. We're going to find a butterfly position, so we're going to bring our feet together. If this is not a relaxing stretch for you, you can also just do a cross-legged position, okay? So I'm gonna take a butterfly, but if you prefer cross-legged, feel free. We're gonna, again, take those side stretches. Our side waist muscles can carry a lot of tension and cause low back pain. So we're trying to really open and wake up the side body here so that we can release all those tight places, not only in our back, but in those hamstrings, in those hips, any place that we might carry extra stress or tension. So let's reach forward now. Try to keep those sit bones grounded. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath in. Now as we exhale, we're gonna close our knees and we're just gonna give them a big hug and just squeeze, draw that forehead towards the knees, round your back. And then we're just gonna take our hands behind us, just push our knees to one side and then the other side. Again, just side to side, allowing any of that tightness to release from those hips and from that waist. Then we're gonna turn to the side here. We're gonna extend our legs straight out in front of us. Now here again is a time where if you have maybe a towel, something that you want to use to put around the end of your feet to help you draw your chest closer, you can do that. If you're able to reach your toes, great. Maybe you can reach your ankles or calves and you can use that to pull yourself down as well. We're going to try to take a forward fold and hold it for at least 3 breaths. So we're going to reach up, inhale, exhale, forward fold over those legs. And again, let your back start to release here. Let everything start to release. So again, if you need something to help you hold those feet a little closer to you, feel free. Otherwise, just drawing your chest towards those thighs. Releasing here, breathe in. And exhale. And again, breathing in. Exhaling, let's take one more breath in. As we exhale, let's take our hands behind our back, just draw our arms back, open the chest, start to lift our body up, lift that chest up, bring your hands behind your back, fingertips face your toes. Maybe stay here, opening the chest once more, maybe even pressing the hips up if you're up for that today, just to open that chest once more, breathe in, and then exhale, dropping the hips. Very good, we're gonna scoot our hips a little forward on our mat, hold the back of our thighs, slowly round our spine to the floor, hug the knees in, and just begin to circle the knees in the hip sockets, just letting any tightness or tension go. Reverse that direction, circle the knees back inward. And then we're going to take our knees, bring them out towards our shoulders, flex our feet, hold our calves, ankles, or feet, and take happy baby pose. And just draw those knees to the side, maybe even rock a little side to side if you wish. If it feels good to expand your legs, feel free. And then let's slowly close our legs above us. Circle those ankles around. Reverse. Now you can stay here in a legs up the wall position. Or if it feels good for you, you can roll your legs up in a shoulder stand, maybe holding your back. Or maybe letting your legs go overhead into a plow. So again, we want this to be a relaxing practice for you today. So if this is like intense for you, I would say stay with that legs up the wall position. Just keep your back flat on the floor and let your legs just enjoy that reverse of the blood flow and take some deep breaths there. If you're someone who maybe has a sore back and you're used to this pose and this is going to help you relax, then go for it. Take that plow. Or if you just want to do that shoulder stand again for a more energizing pose, maybe you're doing this in the morning, feel free. So all of those options are good. Take one more deep breath in wherever you're at. And then let's take our time and slowly bring our spine back to the floor. Hug those knees nice and tight. Rock a little bit side to side. And then we're going to let our knees just drop to the left and bring our arms to the right. Now, I like to wrap my knees here and kind of cross one leg over. It just feels good to me, but for some people, they prefer to stack the knees. They might prefer to even have one leg extended. So whatever feels good to you, just dropping your legs to one side, arms the opposite way. Just finding that twist. Breathe in. Exhale, and then let's switch sides. So we're gonna bring our legs now to the right, arms to the left, and just find that twist. a really nice relaxing twist here, letting any tightness go from that spine. Try to keep those shoulders anchored to the floor if possible. Very, very good. Coming back center. One final stretch for each leg. We're going to extend one leg out. Hug the opposite knee in. So I have my right leg here, but you can do either one. You're going to pull that leg up. Now, if you have a strap or anything you want to use, feel free. Otherwise, just draw the leg closer to you. If you don't have a strap, but you're trying to reach your leg and maybe it's down a little further, don't worry about grabbing so high. You could hold the back of your thigh even, but try to keep your upper body relaxed and just draw that leg as close as you can, again, without strain or stress. Breathe in. And then as we exhale, we're going to very slowly release that leg. We're going to take the other leg. So again, just draw the leg as close as you can without any strain or stress in the body. Remembering that over time, your body will very gradually open up. So if you're higher today with that leg and you can't get it quite as close to you, don't worry, you're going to get there. But the more you can relax and be happy with where you are today, the more open your body will become over time. Our body really responds to our thoughts. So the more positivity we can bring to our body and the more we can accept our body where it is today, the more willing it will be to open up and let go of that strain, that stress, and that tension. So always keeping that in mind. We never want to fight with our bodies. We want to be loving and accepting to our bodies, just as we would for others. Sometimes we're harder on ourselves maybe than we would be for others. So always treat yourself with that loving kindness. Let's go ahead and release that leg. And then we're going to go ahead and relax into Shavasana. So find yourself in a comfortable position. Again, maybe, you have to scooch around a little bit. That's okay if you need to grab a blanket or something. We're just going to rest for a few moments. And as you're resting here, I want you to just scan through your body and notice if there's any places in your mind or any places in any of the muscles in your body that are carrying tension or weight or heaviness. And we're going to take this time to let that tension go. And if you're stressed about anything going on in the world or going on in your personal life, use this moment now as well to let those stressful thoughts just be gone from your mind for a moment. And letting this moment be just about you being here and breathing and enjoying this moment you have to yourself. So just taking this time, clearing your mind, letting your body release. With each breath you take, filling yourself with love and positivity. And with each exhale you take, letting go of any worries or negativity that might be coming into your mind. I want you guys to have as much time as you need to here. So although I have to be saying goodbye from the video, just feel free to enjoy this moment, stay in Shavasana and relax for as much time as you need. I hope you guys have a beautiful day today. Thank you for joining me.